Hey, can I please have your attention up here? Yeah, lunch before school. Okay. Hey, we are diving into chapter 9 today, and chapter 9 really has two parts to it. It has chapter 9, and then there's like another chapter after chapter 9, which we call the additional trig topics. So really, chapter 9 is like two chapters, and I believe the first part of chapter 9 is pretty easy, and it gets fairly abstract towards the end of chapter 9, and then as you progress into the trig topics where we're doing some factoring and stuff, it gets a lot more complex. Okay, so get good notes down right now. Define those things. Make sure you have a textbook. Okay. I'll be handing back some papers while you're doing that. Woohoo. Thank you. What is periodic function? Noel?
It says a periodic function repeats a pattern of y values at regular intervals or in
Good, yeah, so it's a repetitive pattern at regular intervals. So periodic functions, repetitive pattern at regular intervals. Now, that's what, as we're studying trig, we're looking at that repetitive pattern. So for those of you who've seen a sine wave or a cosine wave or a tangent, those curves, they repeat themselves. Okay, so we're going to be studying that here. So if it's a periodic function, which you're dealing with your trig functions, it deals with the repetition, the same thing over and over again. What's a cycle then? Someone else, Brooks, what do you got?
The pattern of the periodic graph is a cycle.
Okay, so the pattern. So if you're looking at a graph, one repetition of that function is a cycle. One repetition. We're going to see that in a picture here in a minute. What's a period? Maddie?
the horizontal length of one cycle.
Good. So it's the length of a cycle. A period represents the length of one cycle. Okay, so if this is our function, this is our periodic function, the graph of it, okay? Kind of messed up there at the end, okay? But that's our periodic function. Then one cycle would go from, say, here to here. It's where it goes until it starts repeating itself again. That's a cycle. So if you're listing this, okay, the length of that cycle is called a period. Okay? The period is the length of one cycle. All right? Amplitude. Riley? Good. All right, so half the distance between the maximum and minimum. So an amplitude deals with a y. Amplitude deals with y, whereas period deals with x. Okay, you're looking this way, we're looking at an x value. Here we're looking at a y value. And remember, it's half this distance. It's half of that. I guess if we want to really be more accurate with our picture, we'd say it's about half that. All right. Anyway, we'll see that in more of a picture form here in a while. Okay? I want everyone to take a look at example 1, complete question 4. You guys get about 2 minutes on it. Here you go. Okay, what do we have for f of 4? What does that mean, actually?
Well, it's like f of x, so you go to on the x-axis.
Oh, hold on one sec. Hey, pay attention. Go ahead.
F of 4 is like f of x, so you go to 4 on the x-axis.
Good. Same thing as f of x, right? So we're inputting 4 for x, so we go to 4 on the x-axis and say what y is. So what'd you get?
-4.
Good. Yeah, it's -4. Okay, when you go to 4 on x, y is -4 right there. Okay, how about f of 14? Yeah? -4. Brittany, what'd you get for f of 24?
Also -4.
Also -4. How did you know that? It doesn't even go out that far. Yeah, there's a pattern, right? So this thing from here to here, what do we call that?
A cycle.
It's called a cycle. And the distance of that cycle is called a
Period.
period. So the period has a length of
10.
10. Okay? Period has a length of 10. So we're going to hit that minimum again at 24. All right? So out here, that would be 24. All right. Any questions there? Yes, sir? No, sir? Wow. Super swell. All right. Give that one a go. Example 2, questions 6 and 9. Page 404.
Page was not found.
Here we go. Number 6. Part A. Use the what values to find the amplitude. Amplitude, everyone. What did the amplitude go with? X or Y?
Y.
Good, they go with the Y. How about amplitude for, or excuse me, period? X or Y? X. Okay. Period's measuring on your x-axis, amplitude's measuring on your y-axis. So if we take a look at number 9 and it says find the period and amplitude of each function, first of all I have to figure out where this is repeating. Okay, so as I trace it, you tell me when to stop my trace to get to where I'm going to start repeating again.
No. Back.
Go back. Rewind.
Oh man, you guys never played like Red Rover or I guess not Red Rover. What's the one where you have to? No, huh? Yeah, that's where you like people break their arms and stuff. That's not good. Like freeze tag or something. Hey, let me get your attention back up here. Let's start that again. Tell me where to stop.
No. Keep going. Keep going.
Unbelievable.
Stop.
Okay. All right. Hey, need your attention to. Hey guys, relax. Seriously. Hey, that should not be a difficult game to play. Man. Hey, right here, we stop. That's our period, right? Or excuse me, that's one cycle. So the length of that, how far did we travel? Raise your hand, please. Brooks, what do you got?
4.
Traveled 4, everyone agree? Okay, so the period here is 4. Okay, so from here to here. What is our amplitude? Someone that hasn't participated yet today. Yeah? 0?
No.
Yeah.
Amplitude's the height, so when you're saying 0, you're thinking maybe like it cuts it in half.
Never mind, 1.
Yeah? Yeah, so 1.5? Okay, so our maximum is at
1.
At 1. Our minimum is at
-2.
-2. So this length is,
Negative half. It was the middle, but the length is 3.
okay, stay with me. What's the length?
3.
The length is 3. Amplitude is half of that distance between the minimum and maximum. So it's half of that length. Half of that length is
1.5.
1.5 or 3 halves. It's half of that. Yep.
I did it, so I just went to the lowest point and then used that, like, little triangle to figure out both values. Does that work too?
So right here?
Yeah. And I just did to the next spot where it was at,
Right here?
2, yeah.
Yeah, you can use that. For your period, you mean?
Yes.
Yep. For your amplitude, hey, let's make sure we're clear on that. Amplitude is not where the halfway point is. It's half this length. Everyone good on that? Okay, so let's try letter B. What's the period? We go from 4 to
10.
4 to 10. Period equals 6. Amplitude.
1.5.
Good. We go from 0 to 3. So 1.5. 3 halves. Okay, any questions there? Okay. Hey, everyone try questions 7 and 12 through 14 on page 406. Oh, hold on. Actually, go to page 405 first. 1 through 6 on page 405. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Casey, what do you got for the period on number 1?
4.
4? Okay, how about amplitude?
1/2.
1/2. All right. Hey, I'm not checking these right now. We're going to go back through them.
No.
Number 2, period. What do you got, Jacob?
For the period, for number 2, 1.
Okay, do it before we get to it. Amplitude. Sid, what do you got? Number 2.
No, I got 2.
0. Okay, number 3, period for number 3. Megan, what do you got?
I had 5.
5. And amplitude, Andrew?
2 for 3 would be 3.
3. Okay, let's check these then. So the period for number 1. We start here. I'm going to just take some easy points to look at. So from there to there, that represents where we start repeating. Okay, so this has a length of
4.
Good. The scale is 2. Okay. So it has a length of 4. So period's correct. Amplitude, we go up 2. So minimum is 0, maximum is 2. So that's a height of 2. Cut that in half is our amplitude. So this should be 1. Okay. Number 2. Number 2, I'm looking at the period. It starts here. This is actually the cosine curve. Or excuse me, the sine curve, not the cosine curve. Okay, the sine curve there, it starts at 0 and it goes to
12.
6, 8, 10, 12. 12. So this has a period of 12. Okay? Has an amplitude, it can't have an amplitude of 0. 0 means you don't have a line at all. Okay? So from max to min there, that's 4. Half of 4 is 2. Okay? Number 3, I'm going to pick some easy points. So like that one, looks like goes to there. That's a little tougher point. Maybe we don't use that one.
Mr. McCoy,
There's
if you
no
do
easy
the
points.
first one, like the first little, like,
The second
top
one on top.
right-hand point of the first little shape.
Yeah.
You did that one, and then the next one.
There?
Yeah.
Then they're by the
Then.
Yeah, that looks good. Good call. All right, 6, 8. This is 9. So 4 to 9 is 5. Amplitude goes from 2 or negative 2 to positive 4. So length of negative 2 to 4, that's 6. Half of that is 3. Well done. Hey, everyone rate themselves 1 to 5 right now. Okay, I'm going to be walking around while you're finishing up or checking these last 3. Make sure you're asking me for help, please. Okay? Try 4, 5, and 6 if you haven't done so already. Yeah, check them with the people around you.
I need 4.
Down here, please. Those of you who are done, I need 3 people to go up and fill in those spots. Bring your pen, please. You have to do it on the document camera there. Okay. No.
6, 8, 2, 6, 7. Yes.
Brooks, come on.
I did this before, 4.5. No, I did it on my paper, but I'm stupid and I forgot.
It's 0 to 7.
8.
That's 7 minus 0.
Fraction. Use your word there, Mr. McCoy.
Hey, go ahead and have a seat.
Zach can't understand decimals. So.
It looks like a multiplication sign.
Okay. Hey, number 4. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yes. Very much true.
So on number 4, it looks like it might be easy to say right here, go to right there,
Or the top of the.
Or you could just do the points.
Yeah.
the tops,
Right there.
Yeah.
there to there, okay.
5.
Also very.
Looks like it goes from 1 to 5, so length of 4, amplitude from negative 4 to 1 is
Negative 4 to 2.
negative 4 to 2. Thank you. That's 6, so 3, good. Okay. So from, looks like here, looks like an easy spot. Is it to there?
Or you can just do the bottom points.
It's not to there. It's to
Hey, guys, I'm trying to point out a common mistake. Is that right? Oh, okay. So we've got to get that whole piece in, right? So to right there? Okay.
If it's 8.
So it gives me -1 to, or excuse me, -2 to 6.
Correct.
So length of 8. And then from -4 up to 5. It's 9, 4.5. Okay. Hey, are we good on number 6?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Well,
Hey.
I can understand.
Any questions there now? All right. Moving on. Once you guys try number 7, give that one a go right there. You guys get about 30 seconds, talk about it, figure it out.
Oh no, it's not.
Back up here.
34. Yeah, I'd have to go. Let's see.
Hey, everyone's eyes and ears focused up here. Is this one periodic?
Yeah.
Okay, raise your hand if you think that one's periodic. Is it a repetitive pattern?
Yes.
So that's periodic. It's weird, okay? It's our. When we start studying tangent and cotangent, you'll see curves like this. Okay? How about this?
No. That is not.
Oh, this one's going up like this forever. What type of graph is that? Good. So that one is not periodic. Is this one periodic?
No. It's a mirror. Like a ladybug.
Okay, so letter C is in cool. It is. Okay, questions on it? Seems like we had that one. Okay. Hey, give those 3 a go, please. Here we go.
13 and 14.
Okay, volunteer number 12. Can it be described as periodic? Someone that hasn't participated yet today. Yep.
I said no, because there's never a guarantee that it's going to be the exact same every year. There could be some freak occurrence where it snows in April or it snows in April.
Okay. So, hey, that's a good point. There are Yes. Hey, you guys, there are those freak situations where that could happen, but when we say the average monthly temperature, yeah, that means we're taking over the course of time, right? So on average, the monthly temperature recorded every year, so if I was, say, comparing this April's monthly temperature to last April's average to the April before that, is it going to be consistent? On average, it probably is going to be. Okay, it's going to be pretty close. What's that?
It'll be generally in the same area, but it'll never be the same number.
It won't be the exact same number, correct, but it'll have, if we were to graph that, we would start seeing a fluctuation. We'd start seeing a pattern in that graph. Okay? All right, so this would be a yes. All right, we'd start seeing a pattern. So, say for instance, if we were looking the average monthly temperature of, say, December, and then January, maybe February, maybe they go down a little. Then March starts getting a little warmer. I'm just making that up. April, May, June. Okay, you're going to start seeing a pattern as we start going. We get through the summer months. It's going to start dipping down, and then we're going to get back to the spring and summer. You're going to start seeing that pattern go. Okay, the population of your community recorded every year for the last 50 years. Noel?
No, because you can't, every year there's different amounts of, kids, not every, hold on, sorry, okay, not the same amount of kids,
Ladies and gentlemen, calm down.
there's not the same amount.
Okay, pause, hold on. Hey, if you can't sit where you're sitting without talking, then, unless you're called on, then you can't sit there. And unfortunately with you guys, for you, if you're talking, unfortunate for someone else because there's 30 of you, that means I have to displace someone else. Move them as well. Stay focused. Yeah?
No, because every year there's a difference between the population growing or decreasing.
Okay. So you say no. You think it's going to increase or decrease? Yeah.
And no, anyways, because it usually will just increase, and that's not a periodic function. It never will decrease as much as it
And do more about it.
Good. Yeah. No, and the explanation probably is in most communities your population's increasing. There are some communities, say like logging communities over the last 100 years, those if your community depended solely on logging, unless you've actually changed that, then a lot of communities like that have died out. So their population decreased. Okay, but generally your population's increasing there. All right? So that would not be periodic. Number 14, the number of cars per hour that pass through an intersection near where you live. Actually, let's think of this intersection right out here by Cap, the main intersection coming in. Okay, if you think of on a work day or a school day, at 7 in the morning, every day at 7 in the morning, is that intersection heavily traveled?
Yes.
Yes, very heavily. How about right now?
No.
Probably not as much. Okay, so as you progress through the day, at different times of the day, that intersection is traveled heavily on school days. Okay, now on a Saturday, it may not be as bad. Most likely not. Okay, so this would also be periodic. Okay? All right, with your explanations. Should have explanations in there. Hey, last piece here, number 16. I want you to take a look at that. You're going to actually have to study some of the stuff they have on that graph in terms of labels for horizontal and vertical. Your X and Y there. Give it a go. Hey, number 16. What is the period? What does each box represent? For X.
0.2.
Yeah, 0.2. So if I'm going, say, from this point to that point, it means I've traveled 2/10, 4/10, 6/10, 8/10, 10/10, which is
1.
good. So the period is 1 second. All right. Vertical. Each box represents 0.5. So the height from minimum to maximum, it's 5/10, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. 3 cut in half is 1.5. Don't forget to cut it in half. 1.5 MVs. Why do doctors use EKGs? Anyone know? EKGs, person's heart in millivolts. Yeah. Yeah, Brooks.
It measures the electrical activity in a person's heart in millivolts over time.
That's very true. Why would we care?
We need to see if their heart is still beating, and it's easy to look at a graph if it's going. If it's beating like how normally. It's much easier to see that on a graph than it is like to hold your hand over there.
Okay, very good. So we can see it on a graph here. Yeah?
See like abnormalities in the heartbeat.
Did everyone hear that? Hey, we want to be able to see abnormalities in the heartbeat, and we're talking about if it's regular versus irregular. Regular means it's periodic. Irregular, you don't have a periodic set of data that you're seeing. Okay, so when you can look through this data, if the doctor has actually hooked you up there, and you've got, how many of you have actually been hooked up to an EKG where you've been able to see your heart beating? It's kind of weird. You're like, it makes you want to maybe move really fast, see if your heart beats fast. But anyway, hey, they're looking to see if it's periodic or not. Okay. Hey, I was just joking. You have one more set of questions. I know, it's excitement, pure excitement. Here you go. Okay, hey, let's get some of you up there to put the maxim in and try to sketch the best you can 2 more cycles. You can just do it underneath. You don't have to do it right beside it. Very good. Take your partner up with you.
Partner.
Partners?
It's on 18. Nope.
Got this.
What are we doing?
You can handle it. Quietly.
It's on.
I didn't do 19 yet, though.
Sit down and do 19 with me, Riley.
Hold on. I'll do it up here.
I'm just gonna YOLO this.
I haven't done it yet. I did 18, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's
Look at that
about
P.
It's
fiber.
at least
I'm
2.
gonna say that max is about a fiber.
Let's see.
At least a
I need a
5.
writing
But
utensil.
that's
Throw me
2.
something.
Yeah, see 2. So we're gonna do a Mr. McCoy and just kind of.
This is 2.
Oh
but
wait, hang on. No, it's
that's
4.
4.
It's at least a
It's
4.
Move up.
It's a
Move
4.
up.
It's 4. We're trying.
Yeah, I already know what it
It's
is.
at least a 4.
No,
No, do not use the X book thing. Come on.
Really?
Give me a writing utensil.
Okay, hang on, wait.
What is this? Oh, you pick it.
Yeah.
Brooks, move over.
I was so needed.
Yeah, you were by far
Sketch
the
2 more
most
cycles
important.
away, right?
You can sketch that.
Sketch your mom's cycle.
I'm gonna go with that's roughly, let's see here, 2, 4, 6. That is about 8. Here you go, Zach. You can sketch that.
8.
Go ahead.
That's sweet.
There, I did it. Look at this. You guys didn't even sketch it.
I know, but how do you sketch this?
You just yelled
Alright.
Do it.
straight up at least 5.
Right, you take it up and then
You need
down.
Turn it afterwards.
And smooth it and then down again. No, that's too many.
Riley, 2 pro.
Wait, we gotta do the next one. No one else is doing it. Alright.
No, you guys need to do partners.
Alright, the min is obviously -4, and the max is obviously 4. Max and min are obviously -4 and -5. 4, -4. 4, -4. And 2, 4, 6, and also 8. 4, -4, 8. 4, -4, 8. 4, -4, 8.
Yeah, I actually knew that.
Alright, let me sketch this one.
How are you gonna sketch that?
This. Oh, that was way too high.
Yeah. The whole unit too high. Snap.
Here. There!
Nailed it.
That's only one, dude.
But there's not enough room.
And then go back this way. I don't know.
Yes, we could.
Okay, can I please have your attention up here? Hey, expect it within 5 seconds, guys. Here we go. Let's check out 18. Hey, max is 3, right? Okay, minimum? -3, period is 4. Well done there. Start from 0 and starts repeating at 4. Got a couple more cycles there. Good, and we'll start graphing those later on. How about 19? We good? How many second that one?
I third it.
Wow. How about 20? Oh, we have one more cycle.
I also third.
We ran out of room. Hey, any questions on it? Hey, rate themselves, 1 to 5. 5, you got it?
7.
Did you have too much sugar today? No dum-dum for you. All right. Oh, the period's wrong. It's not Q?
It's an 8.
Oh.
That's not an 8.
That's an 8.
That is not an 8.
No, Mr. McCoy, that's wrong.
There you
There you go. That'll be.
Thank you for checking.
You're welcome, Mr. McCoy.
Hey, the period is 8.
I counted it wrong.
All right. Okay. Hey, let me get your attention back up here. Right here. Hey, you guys are getting your assignment. Your assignment is the example side. Those of you who've gotten your test back, make sure you're looking it over and asking me about questions that get put in your hanging file. If you got your graphing portfolio page back, that needs to be checked. I didn't mark anyone down at all because not everyone. I don't think I spent enough time asking for it on Friday. So if you haven't turned that in, it's not counted as late until today. Okay, it needs to get turned in. Okay, for those of you who got it today and you received it back with you need corrections on it, you haven't been marked down on those, but you need to get those corrections made. Okay? Any questions? Yes? I haven't finished handing back the test. I'm almost there.